Happy Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for your company this morning. There's quite a few of you joining us at the moment, and we've got a cracking show for you. Well, we've got a cracking day, to be fair. We've got 3 scan and cut hours with the new cutting craft or digital craftorium download. We've got pyrography coming up. What else have we got today, Amanda? Embossing folders.
Yes, and we've got
happy hour.
Happy
hours as well.
Yeah.
So lots of opportunities to get deals for you. So first of all, let me introduce you to the team. I've got Amanda on cameras.
Good morning.
We've got Hannah on production. Oh yeah, you've got to do it. You can't not do that. You've got to keep that going. And then you've got me for the hour. Are you doing comments as well, Hannah?
I certainly am.
Hannah's doing comments as well. Right, first of all, let me tell you where you can watch us and how to shop with us here at Live Shopping at Highlight Crafts. It couldn't be easier. We're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do to shop that product is type shop and then the code. Super easy, right? So you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on our website. If you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to do exactly that. Show you a product, give you the code, and you type shop and then that code into the comments. Then we'll send you a message, and that message will go into your social media inbox. And when you're ready to check out, and the sooner you do on the main item, the sooner you can be crafting because it's digital, you're going to click on that link that's inside that message, and that will take you to highlightcrafts.com. Now, it's really important that you log into your account, okay? Really important, because then you get your club benefits, extra discount, loyalty points, and on a basket spend over £35 you get free postage. So if you're not a member with us yet, just literally open an account, and that will automatically and for free make you a member of Club Highlight, which is super exciting. If you want to shop with us directly on highlightcrafts.com, you can do so. So just click watch live, then press play. The show will start, and all the items in that show will appear down the right hand side of your screen. You can then literally select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they will go into a little red shopping bag for you that will appear at the top of the screen. When you're ready to check out your goodies, you're going to click on that bag, and that will take you through that login and checkout process. You can also shop ahead. So if you are going out for the day and you can't take us with you, then what you're going to do is go onto highlightcrafts.com, and on the home page there's a banner that says shop today's deals. You're going to click on that, and that will open up every product in every show, so you can build that basket and check out, so you're not missing out on any of the goodies, because none of us want to miss out, do we? We love it too much. It's great fun, right? And you get loads of bargains as well. Right, so let's start first of all with our latest offering from our Cutting Craftorium archive is the word I'm looking for. So we've got 4 of them for you. Now, when these first went to air, I think they were $49.99 as a normal price. I think they were $45.99 club price. So today you're going to get 4 of them for $49.99 before your discounts, then your points back, and there won't be any postage because it's digital. So all the good stuff today. Right, so first of all, you're going to get play. So you're going to get this fabulous baby bottle, which we're going to make in this hour. If we don't finish it off in this hour, we'll finish it off at 12 o'clock. So you get the baby bottle. You're then also going to get the baby cradle with full written instructions and photographs to show you how to build it. One of my favourite projects we ever did was the Ferris wheel. Now, we've got cardstock on the show. We've got the stucco, which is perfect for your construction, and then we've got the lights and darts, which will be perfect for covering over the top of it. So you've got your Ferris wheel in there as well. Shows you how to make all the little carriages. Super, super fun to make. Then you've got massive pencils. They're about this big if you want them to be, or they can be that big. That's the joy of having a scan and cut. And we do still have the deals on from last week if you're interested in one. We've got the rocket here, so you're getting a rocket in there. You've got a steam train. Now, this could be Christmas if you wanted it to be, so you could have a little Santa train going on as well. Then you're also going to get your, more steam train. That's a long project, but a good one. Loads of it, look at that. Then you've got, good grief, there is a lot of instructions for that one. At least you'll find it easy to build, right? Then you've got your treasure chest. Now, this is a lovely gift box. Think about your Sospeso Trasparente on here, but also think about all these different panels that you've got in here as well that you can use. So you've got all of that lot. If you want it by itself, it is Shop Play, and it's $19.99. The best way to buy them is to get all 4, okay? So get all 4 of them. Right, Mini Maker's Toy Box. This is lovely. This is one for the kids. So in here, you're going to get all of these. Look at all these contents of this. Look at all those projects. How exciting is that? So you've got a Noah's Ark. Isn't that lovely? And you could do that with chalkboard paper and actually use it as a chalkboard. You've then also got your animal bunting, so you can make all the individual animals, which could also go in your pop-up boxes, etc. You've got headbands that the kids can wear, so if you've got any parties coming up, these are going to be great. Party bags. And you've also got the pen pots, so they could actually, you could cut all these out, put them in the table, they could build their own animal, pop it in the gift bag, take it home with some pens that you might have got for them, job done. Then you've got the barnyard. Now some of these are out of grey board, some of them are out of card, so you're going to get a mixture. You've got the safari bookends, which I think are absolutely fabulous. Look how cute they are. Then you've got the castle in here as well, so you've got Fairy Tale Castle on this one. You've then got your chalkboard laptop, which I think is brilliant. Teenagers, that's great, isn't it? You've got colouring pages in here, so you've got drawing files. Look at all those, so you can make your own colouring books for the kids over the summer holidays. You've got your TV shelf. You've also got your face crayon pot. Look at that little face. And depending on where you put the black of the eyes will depend on how it looks. Then you've got the crown and a wand, so you've got the flower crown and your fairy wand. You've then also got your hairband holder. So this is really cool because you can put all your hairbands over the top, but you're also getting all the embellishments in the form of the florals. You've got your height chart in here as well. Look at this. How cool is that? Isn't that fabulous? I love that. You've also got your hangers. You've then got door signs. You've got magnetic paper dolls rather. Then you've also got rabbit shelves, so you've got your shelving unit. Again, that would have been out of grey board. I'm sure you got loads of it because I know most of you bought loads over the years. You've got your wall hanging, so you can hang that on the wall. You've got your shadow boxes, so you've got a shadow box file and then the detail to go inside. You've then got your tea set, so your teapot and your teacup with the saucer. You're then getting the teepee, which is super, super cute. You could put proper eyelets through there if you wanted to. You've got a toy box. I know, great, isn't it? Then you've also got your village and car. You've then also got fonts. So you're getting your drawing font and you're getting your cutting font. So single line and a cutting font. Same again, tiny dot drawing and a cutting file as well. So you're getting 4 fonts in there, aren't you? Then you've got all your embellishment toolbox and all your animals in there as well. So if you want that one by itself, it is shop time. Making me time. Yeah, shop time. 19.99. But you can see by getting them all together, you're paying £12.50, not 19.99, and you're getting all 4 for £49.99, and then you get your discount off the top. Right, free time next. This is a great one. I love this one. You've got some quite retro stuff in here. So you've got all of these projects. I mean, these are going to last you a lifetime. You've got your London bus, but it could be a bus to anywhere, couldn't it? You could do it for somebody that's going away to uni, and it could be the bus that's going to get them there. All of those different things. You could put little pictures in here, so you've got people riding on the bus. You could put lights on it and use vellum or parchment behind the windows so it looks like they're lit. You've got your plain mobile in here as well, so all your individual little planes that you can make, and then your mobile. But once you've got the mobile, you can make it, do anything with it. You could put all the animals on. The main thing is you've got the SVG file for that. Now we've got a proper steam train. Look at this, even the way that metal goes across there. Isn't that clever? Really clever. So you've got your steam train. You've then got your record card. Love that, in that sleeve. Remember those sleeves? What was your favourite record growing up? That's what we want to know, isn't it, Hannah?
Yeah.
What was everybody's favourite record growing up? What was the first one that you ever fell in love with? I also need you to type Tuesday, please, because we're doing a spin the wheel. You've got a vanity tray in here. You've got multi-purpose photo frame. That's brilliant. Love that. Then you're also going to get your record player suitcase. So it all folds up into a little bag. And then when you open it up, you've got the record in there, the little needle that used to lift up and pull over, and it goes, and then it hit the note. Then you've got your record box, so you can store all of that in there. Then you've got your biplane. This would be fabulous hanging from the ceiling, wouldn't it? And I love these because they give you, the ScanNCut does all the boring bit for you, all the cutting, and then you get to do all the fun bit of building it, which is fab. You've then got your pocket watch in here with your compass in there as well. It could be a compass if you wanted it to be. A classic car, love that, that's a great one. You've also got your beer bottle card. You've then got your rocket, house rules. We need those. Don't eat Mel's chocolate cake would be the first one. Eat your own. Then you've got your utility tool. You've also got your rocket favour box. You've then also got your cassette tape pot. Look at that. How cool is that? That's for your pens. Look at that. Isn't that super cool? Brilliant. You've then got your beer bottle gift bag. So gift bags for bottles, which is fabulous. Remember, these are all scalable as well. Then you've got your cinema snacks. So you've got your popcorn and your ticket. You've also got a football in there, which is super, super cool. You've got your kids' bookends. I love that. I love the way they're leaning in to hold all the books up. It's clever, that, isn't it? Then you've got your hexagonal box and you've got the patterns to go inside. You've got your pop-up toolbox. You've also got your pop-up plane. This is cool, isn't it? Then you've also got your rocket slider card. You've got your mini toolbox. You've got your train card. This is cool. This is super cool. We might try and do this at 6 o'clock if we get through everything else. Then you've got your armchair. That's a cute one, isn't it? And then you've also got your sampler frame. Now, all of those pictures in there, all of those elements, everything I'm showing you are SVG files. So you can add your embossing into it, add your foiling into it, paper pierce with it if you've got all those kits. You then get in another font. So you get the matte layer and the single line in there. And then you've got all your extra little pieces, raceway piecing, so you can make your own track if you want to. So if you want that one, it is shop free. And that's $19.99. And then the last one that we've got for you is Making Me Time. This is a lovely one. It's got some beautiful flowers in here. And look at the beehive that you could be making there. So you could decorate that with your wibblers. That'd be really cool. Right, Making Me Time. You're going to get all of these projects in here. So you've got your 3D daffodil. You've got your car gift box. That's super cool, isn't it? I love that. Then you've got your watering can box. You've got your 3D pinks, your flowers, your carnations. You've then also got a baseball cap box. I'm going to do this one at 12 o'clock, which is super cool. I'm also going to teach you how to make the matte layers for all these elements here, because way back when we didn't do matte layers, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Then you've got your beehive. If David was here, he'd be going, oh, beehive. But he's not. He's in Turkey.
So you did it for him?
So I did it for him. Then we've got your chicken coop. This would be great. What was that collection called where we did all the hens and the chickens, Amanda, two red robins?
Morning something.
Morning sunshine.
Yeah.
So you've got your chicken coop in there. You've got your garden shed box, right? You've got your geometric plant pot, your lantern. Now look at that. That's Christmas all over there. Paper piece that back in. Paper piece that back in. And you'll have your poinsettia right there. You've got your ornate plant pot. You've got your paintbrush. How cool is that? Fancy decorating your craft room with that. Then you've also got your pickup truck. You've then also got, look, it even got crafty on there, like that. Isn't that cool? Then you've got your rolling pin. Fancy rolling pin. How cool is that? That's cute, isn't it, as a decoration? Just wrap ribbon around the sides and you could hang that. Then you've got your sewing machine gift box. So if you want to keep all your bits and bobs in there, you can. Tomato giant box, could be an apple as well, just saying. You've got a toolbox in there. You've then got your trophy. You're a winner. Then you've also got your tugboat, which is super cool. Look at the little netting that they've got down there and all the little fish that have been caught. Then you've got your vase in there, but remember all these panels we can do lots of different stuff with. Then you've got your cards, your decals, your gift boxes, so you're getting extras in here as well, all your flowers, all your gift tags, your leaf shapes, your pinwheels, your plant markers, your seed envelopes, your tools. Look at that, how cool is that? And then you've got your spanners, etc. So all of that little lot coming to you today. If you want that one, it is shop time.
Yeah,
time.
we gave shop time earlier, sorry.
We did.
Mini Makers toy box is
Shop Mini.
Shop Mini.
And then that one is Shop Time.
Okay. Right, hang on. Let me just do that again. So that one is Shop Mini, the Mini Maker's Toy Box. And this one is Shop Time. The best value you're going to get today is buying Shop Hobby, $49.99, and then you get your discount off that. Then it's free to you download it, no postage. All good stuff, right? Right, now then we have another one for you as well. Now this launched on Saturday. This is super, super cute. Look at this, isn't this just fabulous? So in the studio with Highlight Academy. So you've got Arthur. Now Arthur was one of Stephanie's Dalmatians many years ago. You've got Desmond, gorgeous of these faces. You've got Montague, love that, with a different coloured eye. And then you've got Winston. It's like Winston Churchill, doesn't it? Right, so these are your SVG files, okay? So you buy these, and what we do is we give you 3 different sizes to get you started. So the original, and then either a large and extra large, or a small and a large, depending on what the artwork calls for. We also give you the reverse of it, so you can stick them back to back, and if you've got them in a spinner card, you'll see it on both sides. You then also get your detail lines. Now your detail lines enable you to foil your reflections, draw them, emboss them if that's what you want to do, and you also get any of the colourways that there were, which I shouldn't imagine there were really. Were there any different colourways for dogs, because they're that colour? Were there? Amanda's going, yes.
Montague and Desmond. I don't think Arthur. You can get a liver and tan Dalmatian where the brown spots, so I think that is in the pipeline.
Okay, perfect. So you can get all of that. Now, if you just want the SVGs by themselves, it's Shop SVG and it's $8.99. However, we also have Minecraft Studio that goes with it. Look how adorable these are. Honestly, aren't these just gorgeous? And the basket you could use for all sorts of different things. You could put cats inside that if you wanted to, but look how cute he is with his glasses on. Winston. It's all the rolls. I have a picture of me like that when I was little. No, seriously, in the bath. And it was only just old enough to stand up, and my legs go like that. Like Michelin Man. Like that. I can literally see them like that, these rolls. It just reminded me of that. Right. Okay, next, moving on. Right, we've got Digistamps next. Now, these in pyrography would look lovely, Amanda, wouldn't they? We're doing pyrography next, which is great. You then get your reflections for your dies, but you'll get your reflections in your SVG files. And then you've got all of these lovely backing papers. So whether it's a male dog or a female dog, you've got colours for that. Look how fantastic these are. You've got your little paws in there. You've got your checks. You've got your bones. Love these little paws on the darker backgrounds. And all of these colours will have been picked from the rest of the MCS and from the actual characters themselves, so it all works together. So then we come on to this. Now you've got your tag sheets on here, you've got your maker card, you've got tags with the Dalmatian, without the Dalmatian, you've got Be Positive. So you've got all of these different tags and labels that you can then cut out. You've then also got your scenes in here as well, which are just lovely. You can imagine them rambling through the countryside, can't you? If it was Bo, it'd be off in the opposite direction to where I was going, because there's a little horror. And then you've also got some extra toppers in there as well. So if you want the Minecraft Studio by itself, it's Shop MCS and it's $6.99. However, you can get both of them together for $12.99, and that's Shop Digital. So that's giving you $8.99, 9 and 7, £15, £2 extra off, which is worth it, right? And then look at these. Aren't these just lovely? So using the box frame template and cutting these out. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it? Just fabulous. Love them.
Oh, that one's a blog.
This one's a blog.
Yeah, cast and a blog.
Cast and a blog. What's our blog?
Highlightcrafts.com/blog.
Highlightcrafts.com/blog. There you go. Does it not have a name?
No, just blog.
Oh, just blog. Brilliant. Then you've got this one. This is another one of those shapes that we've been bringing you, which is fabulous. So you've got that one in there as well. And then you've also got this, and look how using that lift and lock system just really enhances that. So if you've got anything like that, if that was just a plain frame, you'd be looking at it going, something's missing. I'm not sure what it is, but something's missing. This, okay? Just use things like that. It'll make a big difference. So Shop MCS is $6.99, Shop SVG is $8.99, and Shop Digital is $12.99. Have I got the iPad, Hannah?
I'm going to go get it.
Okay, perfect. Right, let's go on to embossing starter kit next. Now, this is brilliant. So if you haven't got one of these yet, this works with craft metal and parchment. It needs to be a heavyweight parchment. And inside the box, you're going to get a very thin, it almost look like memory foam. It's very thin, and you put it onto a mat. It's got the little tab so you can lift it off and take it off if you want to, but I tend to dedicate a mat to it so that we've got it. Then you're going to get your 2 embossing ball tools. So one is 0.4 and one is 0. No, it's not. One is 1.5 and one is 3. I'm on the paper piecing tool. You also get your holder that they go into, and you get an activation code for Canvas Workspace as well. So all of that, if you fancy doing some embossing, is Shop Emboss, and it's $65.99. Now, if you do want to add foil to your reflections, it's done quite simply, but you do need the foil starter kit. It's shop foil, it's $43.99, but it's worth its weight in gold, literally, gold foil. So you're going to get your activation card, you're going to get your proper little holder that you put your glue pen in, which you also get, and that's got numbers down the barrel, 1 to 4. It will ask you what level the glue is at, so it knows if you've got enough to complete that project. That's how clever it is. You then take the pen out of there and put one of these little burnishes in. They are both the same. They're giving you 2 in case you lose one. You also get some foil, and you get a burnishing sheet. So you put that over the top after you've done the glue and burnish it down. You also get this little white rectangle, and this is for picking up any stray bits of foil. Okay, so all of that lot, shop foil, $43.99. Both of those are absolutely brilliant. And if you are going on that journey of Scan and Cut, then these are going to be your next step if you haven't already got them. Right, now we've done a thing. So last week we brought you, and we're bringing it again today, 2 Scan and Cut deals, okay? And both of them included the 24-month subscription of Tattered Lace magazine. So if you don't know what that is, and we get new people all the time, so I'm going to explain it. A few years ago we used to do a magazine called Tattered Lace magazine, and we'd launch it about October, November, and you'd buy it as a yearly subscription. And you'd get a magazine through your door every month. You get your die, your embossing folder, whatever the deal was that particular year. And then in the magazine, I think it was the first 7 or 8 cards you made with those 2 items, or that item that was on the front of your magazine. So when we came to do, a couple of years before it all ended, we sat there and we went, should we do a digital version? Well, I went, should we do a digital version? Stephanie went, tell me what that looks like. I said, well, that's easy, because I need every project. I need our lovely friends at home to be able to make every project in every magazine. And she was like, I don't know, what do you mean? I said, well, I want the envelope if it's applicable, so you find envelopes in here. I want the card blank. I want mats and layers, but if it's pink and then red, I want that as a printable, so you can then just have the cutting file and cut it out. Any charisma, excuse me, which was Tattered Lace's version of reflections. And if there is a sentiment on it, I either want it as a cutting file or a drawing file, please. She went, have you any idea how much work that is? I was like, yeah. Anyway, we did it, and we did it for 2 years, so 24 months worth. This is 1 month worth. Now you will see some repeats in here because several projects will be similar because we've gone from the Tattered Lace magazine. So you'll get 6 or 7 or 8 projects with the with whatever they were as dies. But you're also going to get all of this. There's also video content that you can watch. Our Amanda filmed loads of these, did the classes. So you're getting all of these different elements. Now, if you don't want to use the red, you just want to use a piece of red card, by all means, go ahead and do that. But this is a brilliant opportunity to get a massive amount of content. Bearing in mind, this is 1 magazine and you're getting 24 months worth of content. All of this lot we did as a deal with the Scan and Cut last week. We're also doing that deal again today. However, there were quite a few of you asked if you could buy it separately. So when we did the production meeting yesterday, I asked the question and we got the answer. So Shop Mag is going to get you all 24 issues as a download with the video content, written instructions, all your SVG files, any drawing files, all of it. So you imagine being able to go into a supermarket and pick up a craft magazine. and it didn't matter what page you opened it on, you could make that project. How exciting would that be? That'd be fabulous, wouldn't it? That's exactly what you can do. So if you turn to page 40, you can make the cards on there. Turn to page 60, you can make the cards on there. It's brilliant. But once you've done all this and you've made all these, which is going to take you a long time, I'm not going to lie, because you've got thousands and thousands of projects. In fact, I think there are about 40 in each one, so that's 960 plus the extras, because it went up to 45 as well at some point. I mean, it's just a massive amount of content. So we've done it separately for you. It's Shop Mag. It's $149.99, and you're getting all 24 issues as a digital download. So you asked us for it last week. This week we've made it happen for you. Right, Shop Mag will get you that. Now then, vinyl. Vinyl is absolutely phenomenal on the ScanNCut. You're going to get 30 12 by 12 sheets. You will get some of the speciality ones in there as well. I mean, look at that. Talk about mirror foil. That's incredible. You'll get some glossy ones, you'll get some matte ones. I think there's 2 sets here by the look of it. But you're going to get a lovely array of colours. They will vary slightly, but not massively. Now, because you've got a ScanNCut, you're not going to waste any of this, because you can scan in all the scraps when they're all left over and do all your sentiments with them, or your stars for your baseball cap, or little hearts for the baby bottle, or whatever it is. So Shop Self is going to get you that for $24.99. We've held that price for you as well. Now, this is the card that I'm using in my demos today, or some of it that I'm using in my demos. This is Shop Dark. Now, you're going to get 50 sheets, 10 colours, 5 of each. They're solid core, and that's important because white core cardstock will blunt your blades faster because it's made with chalk, and chalk is abrasive. But you're going to get all of these fabulous colours in here. These will be really nice for Christmas as well. Some Christmas cards with these. All 50 sheets. Shop Dark, $27.99. And if you want Shop Light, which is the one that I've used quite a lot on here, you're going to go from summer, really nice bright sorbet colours, sherbet colours, and then you go into the softer versions of those colours as well, which is just fabulous. So that one is Shop Light, and that is $27.99. Right, I need to talk to you about this posh stucco card, because this is brilliant on your ScanNCut. We've got a deal for you. You can either buy it by itself at $29.99, or you can buy it with a bundle of this, which is going to last you a lifetime, because on each roll there is 84 foot. Not in each pack, on each roll. Hannah,
Yeah.
can you multiply for me 84 times 18?
84 times 18.
Yeah.
1,512.
1,512 foot. So that's a foot. 1,112 of those in tape for free, because your stucco is $29.99 whether you get it with the tape or whether you don't. So it's a deal and a half. So the one with the tape is Shop Bundle. Now in here, it's really difficult to see this, but it's like if you've ever seen a wall plastered and some of it is shiny and some of it is matte, it's got that finish to it. It's lovely. This is brilliant for things like your construction. Okay, so you're going to get 30 12 by 12 sheets. You're then going to get 60 A4. You're going to get 30 A3 and 30 A5. All comes packaged in this box for you. So you've got your storage. Decorate this. Keep it as your card storage. But also, you're going to get all of that tape, which is just phenomenal value for money, isn't it? Brilliant, right? Right, come on, let's go demo. So I decided I wanted to do the baby card because Andrew's just had his little girl. I'm sure he'll be putting photos soon on social, but she's a bonny little thing and she's got really chubby cheeks. She's one of those you just want to go like that too. Do you know what I mean? Alice was like that when she was little, proper chubby cheeks. Right, so what I want to show you is a little bit around the content. So baby bottle, for example. So we're going to retrieve the information from the USB. And we're going to go into baby bottle. Now you've got the bottle, the lid and the top, okay? So if we go into the bottle, you've then got your sides, your top and your bottom and your matte layers. Now when we go into matte layers, you've got the baby matte, So you've got that one. That's the one that I use because it's the font that's, you know, it used to be on like baby bricks. So we've got that one. You've then got your heart swirl mat. So you're getting that one, which would be lovely just cut into a card for an anniversary or a wedding or a Valentine's. Then you've also got your swirl mat in here as well. So this gives you that lovely swirly design that you can see there that became really well renowned for tattered lace. So you've got that element in there as well. So what I've done is brought on the bottle, and I cut it all out, and I cut it out of our cream posh card, which is similar to, well, same weight and everything as the stucco, so whichever you're using, it doesn't matter. The only thing I will say with the stucco is because it's got a finish, it won't always foil perfectly. It needs to be on a smooth card if you're going to add foiling onto it, or you do it by hand, whichever you prefer. Right, so if I bring on the side, for example, I didn't want it this big because that's huge, and we don't always want a massive baby bottle. We might want a smaller one. So all I did was went to edit first because I didn't know whether they were all grouped, and they're not grouped, which is fine. So if these 3 red squares here are lit up, it means that you can multiple select, and to multiple select it means that you've got more than one shape, so you know it needs grouping. So if we multiple select everything that's on the mat and we press OK, we can then go back to editing the object and group it together, and now we can resize it. So we can either resize and make it the height, but then you won't know how big to make the rest of your pieces, so you'd have to bring all the pieces on, group them together and then resize it. Or on an SDX, you can resize as a percentage. So that's exactly what I did. I went down to 70% because I thought that was big enough, because remember you've got the top lid, the top to go on, and then the lid as well. So I did that, cut them all out, and then the next pieces, remember you've got to reduce all the pieces down by 70%, but that is really easy, like really easy, okay? So it just makes it much more simple. Now, the tattered lace machine itself, in fact, I'm going to start gluing this together and then I can talk to you about the ScanNCut while we're doing it. So I cut all of these out. Now, top tip from somebody that learnt the hard way, when you're laying these out, make sure that all the tabs are on the right-hand side, okay? If you've got one and you turn it over like that, you'll have a tab on the left-hand side. So you need to make sure that they're all lined up perfectly next to each other so that they all create that space, all right? So they're all in the right direction, because when you're doing something like cutting Craftorium, there is always a tab to a straight edge. That's how it works. You never do a tab to a tab or a straight edge to a straight edge because you've nothing to glue them together. So it's always done tab to a straight edge. So I just thought I'd show you how I put the glue on, and I know that sounds ridiculous because you're crafters, but you need to do this so that you get the tape right up to that perforation line, okay? So when we're doing this, I'm just going to pop a piece of tape across here. In fact, if I turn it that way, I've already got an angle on there from something else I was cutting this morning, so I can keep that little bit of tape. I know it's a fraction of a bit, but you know when you need a bit and you think, oh, I wish I'd kept that bit. Yeah, that's it. So you can see there, if I just fold that over, that tape is right up to that perforation line. If you don't do that, when you glue it together, you'll have an opening here. So if you put your tape to the back, you'll end up with a gap and it won't look neat and it won't look finished. So that will be my tip for gluing on. Then you're going to turn it over and cut from the back, because if you try and cut from the front, you can't actually see where you're cutting, whether you're cutting into the card or not. And then you've got your next piece. So you're going to do the same thing again, right up to that perforation line. That is crucial, okay? Or you could use wet glue, whichever you prefer. But even if you're using wet glue, make sure it covers the whole tab. You don't want a gap here, so a gap between the perforation line and there, and then you tape, because it's not going to be strong enough, okay? So that was my little tip for this morning. Right, let's start gluing these together. Now you'll also get octagons, okay? And if you forget which is which, all you need to do is take the tab, put the octagon up to it, and if it fits in there perfectly, then you're good to go. Okay, so I can see there that that fits perfectly. Now the other one, when you come up to the top, is going to be smaller because this narrows down. So then you're going to stick those on there, okay? So we'll do that. While we're doing that, I'm going to talk to you about the deal. I'm going to see if I can multitask. Anything could happen. Right, so on the tattered lace machine, I've been nagging brother for a long time, and it only happened like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. And I said, can we please do something where we do a ScanNCut at under £300? The answer came back, absolutely categorically not. But I'm like a dog with a bone, so I carried on. And eventually they went, all right then, yeah, and it was a deal that we had to do with them, with brother. We can do it with the tattered lace machine. Okay, so the tattered lace is this one. It has 682 images and icons pre-installed into the machine's memory. So a lot to get you started with. It also has 7 fonts and 100 quilt blocks, and via the Artspira app, you can then send the files from Artspira to here because they're giving you 90 extra tattered lace designs. Now there is a video on Highlight Crafts YouTube channel showing you how to do that. Okay, so there's a whole video, I think Hannah voices it over, showing you how to get those images from Artspira. You can't download them, you have to send them from the app, but it's free. So the app's free. Now there is a subscription to it, but not as far as the tattered lace designs are concerned. However, if you do have a ScanNCut and you do have or something like the Sketch, and you do have the sublimation printer, then the app's really good because it covers all of those products, which is really cool. So £299.99. Okay, now that's a deal anyway because we've knocked £100 off it. So we're bringing it to you under £300 before your club discount. That's the thing, okay? This is before your club discount. So you're then going to get whatever discount you qualify for, you're going to get that knocked off. Then there won't be any postage, obviously, because it's going to be over £35. But also, let me think, what else? Is that it? Points. You'll get your points back. Thank you, Amanda. We just had this discussion where you're in the middle of a sentence and everything just goes. That just went. Couldn't remember what I was talking about. So you will also get your points back on that as well. So as well as all that, £299, I mean, that's a cracking price anyway. However, we're also including the club. So we have a ScanNCut club where you get a download and a class every month. Okay, so we're including that. That's worth £29.99. We're also, and this is the biggie, we're also including the Tattered Lace magazine subscription for 24 months. So the value of that itself is £149, and this is £299. Then you've got your club, so that would be £179 of extra content, and you're only paying £299.99 for that before your discount and then your points back. So it ends up being negligible. And the best way to learn your ScanNCut is to use it. And the best way to use it is to make a project, because then it's fun and you get engaged. And the ScanNCut you will find is very repetitive. So if I had £1 for every time I said multiple select everything on the screen and align it centrally vertically, centrally horizontally, I'd be living on a tropical island somewhere with somebody feeding me grapes and bringing me cocktails every hour. But I'm not. I'm here, which is even better. So all of that lot you're getting included. Now we also have it on a deal as the SDX 1200. So all I'm doing now, I've stuck them all down. I've made sure that I'm working with the parameters of that edge of the octagon so that everything is neat, because if you're out a fraction on one of them, as it goes round, that extra bit that you've got that you don't want will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. A bit like your hips. Do you know what I mean? Right? But hey ho. Right, so now what we're going to do is start building this up. So the way that I do it, get my elbows on the table, start it at the bottom, and then very gently work your way up, okay? And you're pushing in towards that other edge, okay? And then you just want to get your nail underneath and just make sure that that's pulled out a little bit, and there is your first piece done. Now the other thing that I thought about, because the word baby comes in 2 different panels, so there's one that cuts the outside edge and the other one that cuts all this detail in, you could actually cut this out of another colour and paper piece it back in, because that would be really cool if you did that. So you could even do that, and you can take these files and make them your own. So if you wanted to take the rectangle with the baby in, for example, and duplicate it, if you took it into Canvas Workspace and divided it, you should then be able to create a whole background panel that says baby. I know, it's cool, isn't it? Now, as I said earlier, we never used to be as what's the word? Not conscientious, that's the wrong word. We didn't used to think about Canvas Workspace when we were designing our files a lot. Now we do, because we can get so much more out of them. So some of the files might divide, some of them might not. But remember, this is from the archive. So if you missed out on Cutting Craftorium all those years ago, we had to change it to Digital Craftorium. What a world we're living in, where you can't use the word cutting online anymore. It's mad, isn't it? But we changed it to Digital Craftorium because, for that reason, cutting isn't a safe word on social media. So you can just, yeah, super easy. So some of them will work, some of them might not, but they will all cut and make the projects that they were meant to make. So if you've got somebody in the family who's going to having a new baby, we've got 2 at the moment off, we've got Andrew off and Lauren off, both with baby girls, then you could make this as a gift, couldn't you? I think this is fabulous. So all you're doing now is going round and take your time with this bit. If you're not confident, using red liner tape and going straight in like that, and you can see I'm supporting this with my hand inside. So don't try and just do it like that, because it won't work. Get your hand inside it and use that. Then, you know what, this is just crazy value for money. You're paying £12.50 for what you would have paid $49.99 for, and then, you know, if you're buying the big bundle and you get all 4 for $49.99 before your discount, that's crazy. Right, now I've just got it slightly off there, so I'm going to move it over. I got an iPad. Got a few questions.
If you were to make and sell, you'd sell that for £12.50.
You would. Amanda's just said if you were making to sell, you'd sell this for £12.50. You would. Get it on Etsy. Get them sold. You can do that. And then you could make the card that matched by using the baby background, creating your own background. You could emboss it then if you wanted to, or foil it. There's so many different options when you have a ScanNCut. It's crazy. Right, so that's the basics of that. Right, let's get to some questions. How much memory would the mags need? Oh, quite a lot, Anne. I'm not going to lie to you. Because they're massive. There's a massive amount of content on there. I'll have a look at it and I'll let you know at 12 o'clock if that's all right. Highlight crafts for the TL magazines SVG. How do I access them? Becky, they will go onto your account, I believe. Hannah, is that correct? Yeah. So once you've downloaded it, it will stay on your account. It will take quite a while to download. So I would download a bit at a time. Otherwise, you're going to have so much to play with. You won't know where to start. Right. Got my TLSDX, love it already, says Linda. Congratulations and welcome to the brother family. You're going to have a lot of fun. Love this tattered lace machine, says Lorraine Bradbury. I thought after my SDX 1200. Oh, I love you for this. Thank you, Lorraine. Right. Are you listening? Listen to this. This is blinking brilliant. Right, love tattered lace machine. I thought after having my SDX 1200, I would have a problem with the smaller screen, but thankfully I can see it perfectly well. My hubby caved in and said I could keep it out instead of putting it away for Christmas. Thank goodness for that. Can you imagine? That would be traumatic, wouldn't it? You can't do that. Buy your ScanNCut and then not let you have it till Christmas. Becky says, highlight crafts for those buying today, will they also get an email with instructions? Everything is in the download, everything. Okay, so if you're buying the Digital Craftorium or Cutting Craftorium archive, that will come with all the instructions as well. So literally it's the download. You download the whole thing, SVG files, PDFs, all of it. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. Been waiting for a deal on the magazine, says Becky. Exciting. We'll be taking my laptop to hospital to go through them, so the day will go quickly. Yes, Becky, I hope everything works out well for you. Fabulous. I love that. Love when you can just take something with you and do it, and it takes your mind off all the rubbish, doesn't it? Gets rid of all that noise. Brilliant. Right, let me talk to you about the 1200 just while I stick these together. So we've got the same deal with the 1200, but obviously not under £300. So it's $499.99. So we've already knocked £100 off that because its recommended retail from Brother is $599. Then we're also going to give you that tattered lace subscription worth 149. Well, it's not. It's worth £700 odd. but today we've got it on the show at 149. Then you're going to get your club as well, so you're going to get your club in there as well. Then you're going to get your discount and your points, and that is $499.99. Now inside the machine's memory on the 1200, you've got 1,303 images, icons, shapes and phrases. You then also got 17 full fonts, so uppercase, lowercase, numbers and punctuation. You've also got 100 quilt blocks in there as well. Now, the contents in the box on the tattered lace, you get your 2 mats, 2 standard mats. You also get your stylus and your spatula. In the 1200 box, you get your regular auto blade and housing. You get your fabric auto blade and housing. You get your pen holder from Brother, so the little pen holder and the pens, and the erasable pens that you can use on your fabric. You also get a high contact adhesive sheet if you want to cut fabric on a mat without stabilising it, and you also get a little roll of iron-on stabiliser in there as well, plus your low-tech mat and your standard mat and your stylus and your spatula. So you make your decision. Do you want the larger screen? You've just heard Lorraine said she's got an STX 1200 and it's never bothered her. It doesn't bother her going to the smaller screen. And do you want to pay $299.99 with all that extra content? Or do you want to pay for the bigger screen and more content inside the machine's memory and buy the 1200? I can't make that decision for you. You have to make that decision. I know. I'm sorry, I can't. It depends on your budget, basically. Honestly, it depends on your budget. Are you going to use all the content inside the machine's memory? Or are you going to buy SVG files? I can't make that decision. You have to decide which one you want. But either way, it's a blinking brilliant deal. To get an SDX under £300 before your club discount, then your points, and 24 months worth of Tattered Lace magazine subscription, and your club, can't be missed really, can it? Can you imagine if I came on here and we had a die cutting machine, so we had the Pro Cut on with 1,303 dies in a minimum of 200 different sizes. First of all, we won't fit it in the studio. Then all your dies for 100 quilt blocks. Then all your dies for 17 fonts, but you still couldn't make them bigger. So you make your decision. That's why I love the ScanNCut, because you can make the design that you want rather than the design that you're dictated to by the tools that you own. And I love that, because it just makes it makes creativity easier, I think, because you can just, you're not having to think, oh, well, I can't do that, so how can I make it work? And now is the best time to buy a ScanNCut, because you've got so much education out there. You've got the education that we've done for free on YouTube. You've got the club. You've got all the education that you're going to get with the magazine, which is just brilliant, and I love that, because it's a starting point. All you need to do is learn what the elements mean, and we teach you that in the free education. So it's a winner, and that price is absolutely phenomenal. So, well, we've got it in stock. Grab it. It's in our warehouse right now, so if you buy one today, it will probably be shipped this week. Well, it will be shipped this week, I'm sure. Or Sam's on it in the warehouse this week. So she'll make sure that that happens. Right, now then, I'm going round here now. I'm just going to add on a little bit of wet glue, because I've got to get this hexagon on. I've got my red liner tape there, but I'm going to add a little bit of wet glue, because if you don't get this quite right, it won't glue together. Just get my poker tool in there. Now then, this weekend, while we're doing this, we've got something very exciting to tell you. So on Saturday and Sunday, I know, no rest for the wicked. On Saturday and Sunday, we are going live on liveshopping.vip. Are we simulcasting to our shows to both? We'll simulcast Highlight Craft shows to liveshopping.vip and Highlight Crafts. And we've got guests coming in. So Jamie Rogers is coming in. Mark from Silvar's coming in, Christine from Pinflare. We've got Jamie Rogers. Have I said Jamie already? Have I? I can't remember saying that. Who else have we got? Debbie Moore. Oh, Debbie Moore launch. Yeah. I know, 8 o'clock Saturday morning. So make sure that you're tuning in to liveshopping.vip. It's exciting, isn't it? It is exciting. And
more questions, Miss Mel.
have we? Right.
What card are you using?
So I used the Posh card for the bottle itself, and then I used the pink out of the, is it that one? No, this was one from the card that we used to sell, the Craftmaster card, but you could absolutely make it. When I've done the baseball cap, I've used the lights and the darks that we've got on the show because they're lovely colours. Right, there we go. Now I'm just going to ease that in now. Adding that little bit of wet glue just enables me to be able to move it and get it in exactly the right place, because you don't want any little bits hanging over the edge or too far behind the edge. You want it absolutely perfect. And that is the base of your baby bottle. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that. If I can do that while I'm stood here talking to you, telling you about the machines, answering questions, you can absolutely do that at home. Right, have we got any more questions? Oh yes. Do I need a scanning mat, or can I use a new cutting mat to scan? Alison, you can use a new cutting mat to scan if you want to, but I wouldn't use a mat like that if you're going to scan in something like a tattered lace die cut, because it will see through the holes and it will pick up all the little lines on your mat. If it's a brand new mat, try it, but scanning mat is a clean background. So if you're scanning in things like your die cuts, that's what I would use a scanning mat for. Right, Linda Parsons says, Mel, I have a question. What blade do I need to buy for the auto blade to get an extra in ready? It's called the auto blade. So if you go on to highlightcrafts.com, go to the Brother Brand shop, and in there you'll see, and it will say auto blade. The other one, the standard blade, is for your CM machine. So you want auto blade. Okay, that's the one that you need. Right, what's happened? Oh, John. I was asking if John's not coming anymore. We're not sure at the moment. It's been a bit poorly, and then Peter, who owns it, was a bit poorly. So we'll see what happens next. Right, shall we start? Do you want to recap, Hannah?
Yeah, we can recap. We've
Or
got 3 minutes, and we need to do the giveaway as well.
You need to do the giveaway as well. Right, we'll do a recap at 12 o'clock, and we'll finish this off at 12 o'clock, and then I'm going to start on the baseball cap, because I want to show you how you can create matte layers for shapes even like that. Even though that shape's in the machine's memory, you can't resize it to fit that. So I'm going to show you how to do that in Canvas Workspace. It's proper clever. Worked it out yesterday, and I know the belows of you sitting there going, I know that, Mel. Good. I'm glad you're learning. Right, we're going to spin the wheel, Hannah.
Yeah, I'm drawing the winner now.
Drawing the winner now.
Drawing the winner.
Is
Barbara B.
Barbara B. See what you're going to win, Barbara. Oh, number 8. 1, 2, 3, oh, 8. 100 points.
Yay.
Brilliant. Fabulous. Right, me and Amanda are going through that wall, and we're going to do some pyrography. The alphabet is back in stock. I know. Fastest fingers first. Right, we'll see you on the other side of that wall in about, how long? 5 minutes. Okay, see you in a minute. Bye.